the first official contest of the presidential election for Democrats. Polls are now open in the South Carolina primary. President Biden expected to easily win the Palmetto State. The president's win in South Carolina paved his way to the nomination in 2020. But today's contest could reveal whether his support has slipped among a key bloc of Democratic voters. Nicole Killion has more from Orangeburg, South Carolina.
On the eve of the first sanctioned Democratic primary in the country, Vice President Kamala Harris returned to South Carolina to get out the vote.
President Biden and I are counting on you.
It's one of nearly half a dozen visits the president and vice president have made to the Palmetto State as the Biden campaign targets African American voters, a key electorate that helped propel him to victory 4 years ago.
Thank you, South Carolina.
A recent CBS News poll shows 77% of black voters would back the president in a potential general election rematch with former President Trump. But that's down 10 points from 2020.
It's so important that you get out and vote.
At this Greenville church, Pastor Curtis Johnson worries about a potential lack of enthusiasm.
How concerned are you that people will sit this election out?
I'm very concerned about it. And I understand feeling that some of the issues that are more relevant to us are not being addressed.
And that has some in his congregation split.
I do like how Joe Biden is taking the country, and he doesn't get enough credit for it.
Shannon Sloan is an independent who backed Biden before but is now undecided.
Why not vote for him again?
Well, I'm just trying to see if does he have any new ideas?
Nikki Haley is trying to target voters like you, right? Can you be persuaded by someone like Nikki Haley?
Yes, I can be persuaded.
Back at South Carolina State, some young voters are also trying to make up their mind.
Do you plan to vote?
I'm thinking about it.
I want to do as much research as I can and see, not just vote because everybody's going for this person, that person.
Jamie Harrison is chair of the DNC.
Are you concerned about an enthusiasm gap?
81 million people came out and voted for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in 2020 because they needed hope. And I know in this next election, those people are going to come out once again.
In 2020, President Biden won the primary here with about 48% of the vote. And while this primary is less competitive, Democratic operatives are still hoping for a strong turnout that sends a clear signal and sets the tone for the 2024 race. For CBS Saturday Morning, Nicole Killion, Orangeburg, South Carolina.